So today we're going to do an unboxing of the Magicycle Deer. I'm pretty excited about this. I ordered it last Thursday, believe it or not, and it came on Friday. 8 days, and it shipped from China. This company seems to be pretty transparent. I think they're a good company. I haven't done a lot of dealings with them yet, but you know, I called them on the phone, and the phone line was busy. So what I ended up doing was hanging up the phone, and when I hung up the phone, I immediately got a text back from them asking if they could help me. I told them what I wanted. We solved it. I ordered it. It was great. I'm sure it's got the charger in it and some tools, got the pedals in it. They look like aluminum pedals. We got a light and a reflector. Holy moly, we got an owner's manual. You don't see those things nowadays. Usually you got to download them. So we got a little tool kit. Sounds like we'll put that over here. We might be using that, some of it. White gloves, guys. I don't know. I guess you get the white glove treatment. I don't know. But and then we got a charger. I think the white gloves, I'm not going to use them. This bike, believe it or not, has UL approval, and you might go, big deal. Well, it's becoming a big deal. New York, as of September 1st, will only allow you to sell, brand new bikes. It has to be UL approved. There's only a handful of bikes out there that are UL approved, so if you're buying a bike in the future, you may want to consider getting a bike with UL approval on it. I'm sure they're all going to do it. If they don't do it, they're not going to be in the game here in the United States. So, like I said, it may not be a big deal right now. If you do have a bike that's not UL approved and it's a used bike and you go to sell it, it's not a problem. But they may start restricting bikes, if you lived in an apartment building, let's say, and they said if your bike doesn't have a UL listing on it, then we don't want it in the apartment building. So then what are you going to do? And I think you're going to see that a lot. So if you're looking at new bikes, guys, you really ought to consider something with UL approval. So apparently Magicycle has UL approval, and I know there's a handful of them. I heard that Trek bike, which is a huge expensive bike, they do not have UL approval. I'm sure they're getting ready to get it or in the process of getting it, but that's a big company if you want to buy a $7,000 bike. So again, it's got a 400 pound capacity. I'm looking down because my notes are down here. So this bike has an advertised rating as far as the range of 80 miles on it. It's got a 20 amp hour battery and it's 52 volts. With the 52 volts, the amp hours actually, it's not that they go up, but the more voltage you have, the amperage comes down. So you're going to get a little bit more bang out of it just because it's a 52 volt. And then it's got the the 20 amp hour battery on it. So that's a sizable battery on a to me, that's what they all should come with, but there's not a lot of them out there. I can tell you most of them are around 14-ish and smaller. So this has got a great capacity on the battery. We'll find out how much. I'm going to guess I'll probably get 30 to 35 miles out of it because I am in New Hampshire. There's a lot of hills. There's a lot of stopping. You know, if I'm not going down a hill, I'm coming up a hill. So there's hardly anything that's flat and level in the state of New Hampshire. The other thing on this bike is this thing has 96 Newton meters of torque. That's pretty torquey for a bike out there. I mean, I honestly don't know of too many bikes that have that high of a of torque. So I can't wait to try it and find out how it takes off. This has a hub motor on the back. It's a geared hub motor. It's a 750 watt and it peaks at 1100 watts. So you know, I think it's going to be a fast bike. That's one of the reasons why I got it. I like the other thing on this bike is the display is a colored display. So that's going to be interesting for me. I haven't had a colored display. Do I care? Nah, it'll be fun to look at. But there is a lot of functions on this display that I'm pretty excited about. So the charger that came with this bike is a 3 amp charger. So you know, that's I guess a little above average. It's about where they all should be. A lot of the other bikes, the less expensive bikes, let's say, their chargers usually charge at 2 amps. And the reason why I believe they charge at 2 amps is because they don't have fans in them. The charger on this bike does have a fan, so it's cooling that charger. If you ever felt one of the 2 amp chargers with no fans in them while they're charging the battery, they're pretty darn warm. I mean, they're not going to catch on fire, but you know, 120, 130, I think I've seen would, you know, people use the thermal gun on them. So that's pretty hot. So the charging time on this thing is 4 to 7 hours. So like I said, the weight of this bike, 92 pounds. So it's not something you're going to be throwing in your car. I mean, could you do it? Probably. I'm not going to do it, I can tell you that. Like I said before too, this bike has Kenda tires on them, and they're 26 by 4s. And they're, you know, they're made for trail. They don't look too aggressive, so they might not be that loud on the street. Another thing about this bike that I'm pretty psyched about, believe it or not, is because my other bikes don't have it. But on this display, there is a USB port right down here, so I can charge my phone on that, or I could charge my auxiliary headlight or whatever. But I mean, they thought about putting a USB port on that, which I think is great. I mean, come on guys, everybody out there that you know, bike manufacturers, you got the electricity, give us a freaking port. Thing about this bike too that's pretty cool, it is for me anyways, because I've always wanted it, but I've never had it, and that's it. It's got a tail light and a brake light. So I'm used to just having a running light on the back. So with that brake light on there, you know, that's just one more thing that you know, helps keep you safe and lets people in back of you know what you're doing. So the little button on the top that powers it up, we've got the plus, the minus, and I guess the center one would be for information. So let's hit the center one. So here's the display. It's pretty cool. It's colored. So let's see what it. Well, that button doesn't do anything. Well, wait a minute. It does. It changes the odometer, the max speed, the average time out, trip, and the odometer. So the up must change the pass, which it is changing it. And like I said, it goes to 7, and then down. So you got 0 and you got 1. And we did try the, I'm going to try to hold this camera and flip the bike up and hit the, you can see the water on at the same time. Let's see what that does. Okay, so that did bring up the wheel size. So we'll click in on the wheel size, 28. So it's not a 28, it's a 26. So we'll click out of that. We'll Okay, so no, I want to go the other way. So speed limit 25. We're going to hit the up button. Whoop, that didn't work. So we'll hit the that. So the speed is set at 20 miles an hour. So we want to make that go up. Oop, that went down again. So 28 is the max you can have this. Oop, went the wrong way. So 28 now it's set. So I'll hit that. So now this bike is now a class 3. The brightness of the screen is all the way up. We'll leave it there for now. The voltage. The voltage is 52. That's what the battery. Speed sensor 1. Assistant. I don't know if I want to get into these yet without knowing what's going on. So you can adjust the sensitivity. There's quite a bit you can do on this. Guys, that's going to wrap it up. Hopefully that was an informative video for you on the unboxing of this bike. If you could hit that subscribe button for me, I'd really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, whatever. Give me a comment on, you know, what other bike would you like to have me do sometime. Thank you.